You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to the team, Boxing First Vlog, VP Shane, Top 50, aka the legend. And follow me on all the social medias, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything G5 Jeff TV. Let's get to it. Now, a popular personality on Twitter goes by the name of Rick Glaser. He puts up a lot of comments that get a lot of people, riled up, ruffled up, things like that. Rick Glaser is a guy that been working behind the scenes in boxing for a long time. I know he was working with Don King back in the day. He's had, dealings with like Lou DiBella and things like that. So Rick Glaser is known in terms of the, behind the scenes in boxing. But he put up a tweet that I think he was getting a lot of smoke for, and I thought it was very interesting, and it involved maybe one of the most avoided guys in the sport, man, Jaron Boots Ennis out of Philly, man. And Philly gonna support Philly all day, man. I'm from Philly, Boots from Philly, so you already know what it is. But what I want to do is actually show you the tweet that Rick Glaser put up, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So here is the tweet right here. So I'm gonna read it. Everyone has Boots Ennis as an unbeatable killer that will wipe out all at 147. My question: has anyone seen Ennis get clipped on the chin, or how he reacts when the going gets rough? Can Boots be great? Yes, but don't crown him king till that chin and resolve is tested. Let me scroll this down a little bit so we can get the whole thing. Read that one more time. Everyone has Boots Ennis as an unbeatable killer that will wipe out all at 147. My question: has anyone seen Ennis get clipped on the chin, or how he reacts when the going gets rough? Can Boots be great? Yes, but don't crown him king till that chin and resolve get checked. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, as far as Boots Ennis is concerned, I've been saying it for a long time. He's probably the most physically gifted fighter I've ever seen with my own two eyes outside of Roy Jones. He's that talented physically. There's not anything he can't do inside of the ring. With me being from Philly, his reputation, as a fighter is just unblemished. He could do it all. He a gym rat. Like, you got to literally try to keep him out of the gym. The sparring stories and things that's out here in Philly is well documented. And Boots is Boots is that dude as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of other people. But the thing is with Rick Glaser, is what he's saying valid? So I'm gonna go a little bit on a tangent here because it's not a straight answer. Okay, so to a normal prospect that's on the come up, and you're trying to find out about him, Rick Glaser is absolutely correct. There's things that you want to see out of your prospects, your super prospects, guys that you think have a chance to become a world champion or even a superstar in the sport, or even just a star in the sport. There's certain things that the hardcore fans want to see out of that guy. Number one, how do they operate when they get later on into rounds? Number two, do they have the ability to adjust or adapt? Number three, what happens when they're landing shots on their opponent and their opponent is not going anywhere and they're throwing stuff back? Number four, what happens when you actually get hit with a shot and you get a little stun, you get a little buzz? Do you have survival tactics? Do you know how to get yourself through the round? Can you recover from that and still be effective going forward? Does your power translate late? How much is your IQ in round 9 and 10 versus rounds 1 and 2? These are all things that you want your fighter to answer. 100% facts. So, to the normal prospect, absolutely, Rick Glaser's comment is valid. It's not something that, is like, oh, that's a complete lie and all of that. Like, no, like it's a valid statement, it's a valid question that some people have with Boots Ennis. Now, I'm gonna speak from somebody that's on the inside, and I'm gonna speak from someone that have seen multiple cases like this. So you take some guys, like they skip the line when it comes down to that. Everything that Rick Glaser said, some people just skip the line. I'm gonna give you an example. Roy Jones Jr. Nobody nobody asked any of those questions for Roy Jones. It was really just a matter of when. It was a matter of when he was going to become champion. All of those questions that you have for your regular prospect, you just assume that he had it, and you're just waiting for him to become a champion. So that's Roy Jones. That's that specific example. Now you go with a Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko lost one fight in the amateurs. He was like, I think he won like 300 something fights and lost once or something like that. And he had it negotiated in his contract to try to get a title fight in his first professional fight. Bob Arum couldn't do it, but he gave it to him in his second professional fight, and he lost to Orlando Salido. And then his third fight, he got another title fight against Gary Russell, and he beat Gary Russell for a world championship. Now, none of those questions apply to Vasyl Lomachenko because everybody just automatically assumed that he had it. You understand what I'm saying? And people were crowning Vasyl Lomachenko before he did anything. People were crowning Roy Jones Jr. before he did anything. So it's a similar situation with Boots Ennis. People are crowning him, and those questions that people usually have about your typical prospect, everybody's just assuming that Boots has it. But I just want for people to understand that the things that Rick Glaser is mentioning, that's for the normal prospect. You have generational type talent. You have guys that are special. You have guys that kind of skip the line when it comes down to those questions. I'm not saying Rick Glaser is wrong for wanting to see these things. What I'm saying is Boots is one of those guys. He's just one of those special guys that just skips those questions. And, you know, nobody's going to really ask for Boots to, answer all of those questions before he become a champion. There's a lot of people that think he beats Spence right now. There's a lot of people that think he beats Bud right now. There's a lot of people that think he beats Virgil Ortiz right now and everybody else in the division right now. Boots should be fighting, I think, in January. And we're going to find out by next year, 2023. We're going to find out if Boots is that special or he has some work to do. But just to conclude this, Rick Glaser is completely correct in asking those questions of a typical prospect, but in a lot of people's eyes, Boots is not your typical prospect. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's 5. I'm out.